Hi people, my name is Dr. Aditi Dani and I'm the Director of RIA Fertility and IVF Center in Mumbai. I've been wanting to upload this talk for a really long time because I plan to speak on basics of human fertility to kind of bust all the myths that I've seen my patients have had when they've been coming for treatment to me. Let me cover it in short 4 steps. One is where I talk about what really is human conception. Second is what is it that you can do to have optimal fertility, and the third is maybe which is the doctor or how do you select your doctor when you want to really take treatment. Now the first point where I want to talk about is what is human conception. You have to understand that we are not really lucky. We do not conceive the way animals conceive, because for us the fertility rate is just about 20%. So if you have 100 people marrying in a month, only about 20 of them would conceive in that particular month. So that is why we say that at least post-marriage try for a year before you approach a doctor. For a woman with regular menstrual cycles, her important days are from the 10th to the 20th day of a menstrual cycle, where you need to at least have alternate day relations so that you have a chance of getting pregnant. Now when it comes to males, when they come to me with semen parameters, they would ask me, Doctor, I have a low count. There are 2-3 things that I want to tell you to all the males, that if you have a low count, it's not just the only parameter in the semen that is considered. You need to consider what is the motility, you need to consider the pus cells, you basically need to consider the report as a whole to term it as infertile or to term it as fertile semen. And secondly, you do not need to pass a judgment on you depending on just one particular semen analysis report. Given all that, I think what is it that now you people can do to enhance your own fertility? I think there are just 3 points that I would like to stress on. One is that yes, if you're married, have your first child in time. For a woman, please remember your biological clock is ticking. Your career is something that is going to be there with you all your life. But then your baby is one thing that you need to plan and have in time. So please do not delay your childbearing to a point where you actually would have to approach a doctor and you would need treatment. Secondly, avoid junk food. Stick to more of home cooked food, stick to more of raw vegetables or raw fruits the way you can have it. Cooked tomatoes are something that really can enhance fertility in both males as well as females. And the third thing that you can do for yourself is just try and get your stress levels down. In today's world, with the kind of work, with the kind of running around that we do, stress is something that can actually have a lot of load on fertility. So if you can do some meditation or you can do a little bit of exercise also in your daily routine, it would actually help you get pregnant faster. Given all this, if you're married and you do not still get pregnant within a year's time, then yes, then you would want to look for a doctor to know what is wrong between the two of you. A lot of times, yes, you would go on the net, you would search who's the doctor, who is the doctor. And I think what people really put up is who's the doctor closest to you, who's the one who's going to give you treatment at the minimum cost, and who has the highest success rates. I think these are 3 very important parameters that patients look for, when you're going and selecting your doctor. But try to understand that when you're taking treatment for fertility, there are fertility specialists available. There are people who have actually done, a specialized course in treating people or patients who are infertile. So it would always be fit if you can at least approach a fertility specialist first when you really need your treatment. When you have people who tell you there is going to be 100% guarantee, let me tell you, as a doctor and in a very honest manner, maybe this is one place you would rather not go to. If there was 100% guarantee, I don't think I would be sitting here and probably giving you this talk at all today. We would have everybody with a child today. So please try to understand, when you have these false guarantees being given, maybe no. You need someone who is going to give you an upfront opinion of what your condition is, of what are your chances, and what is it that is causing a problem in you. So when you select a doctor, select someone who gives you the facts, who tells you, yes, what your chances are, rather than look for someone just because the success rate is this much or just because the success rate is that much. Yes, close to you is also good. You will need a clinic which is close to you. But just because the clinic says an IVF center does not mean that you have to approach that clinic only to do IVF. You have to understand most IVF and fertility centers give out all sorts of treatment to patients, right from basic treatment with tablets, with medicines, all the way to IVF. So yes, these are certain pointers that you would want to consider when you want to select your doctor also for your treatment. And I think lastly what I would like to say is that today, science has actually advanced so much that most of the patients who come for treatment actually go home with a baby. It's not like, when you come or you have some major issue, you feel you have a big issue which cannot be surmounted. And you meet a doctor and you realize, yes, this is an issue which can be surmounted and you can have a pregnancy. So lastly, I think one just last ray of hope that I want to give you is the fact that today science has advanced so much that a lot of couples who you would have termed infertile previously, a few years back maybe, today are able to get pregnant and take a baby home. So well, to all those who are looking for treatment today, all the very best to you. I'm sure things can be helped. And for me, yes, I'm easily contactable. For any other queries or any other detailed information, my dear, that you would need, you can please visit lybrate.com. You would get all the details that you would want.